Now, if you have a double chin or what they call a turkey neck, where you have this loose skin, you're going to be very glad you watched this video. They're exercises / stretches that if you do these on a routine basis, you're going to see massive improvement. Here's the problem. As we age, gravity pulls down our tissues, and there's certain parts of our body that we develop a lot more loose skin, especially underneath the neck through here. People don't exercise this part of the body at all. You have a couple layers of fascia in your neck. You have one just underneath the skin, and then you also have one on top of your muscle. So there's a superficial and a deep layer. And the cool thing about fascia, which is connective tissue, it has contractile tissue. It's not some extra tissue that is going to be permanently sagging, but you have to activate it. The muscles and fascia through this area are responsible for flexion, okay? So the head going forward, okay? As well as the chin coming down, as in when you open your mouth, and also taking the bottom of the mouth and then bringing it downward. That's going to affect this muscle right here. And there's really only 4 exercises you need to do. And so just do these yourself along with the person that's doing these exercises. All right, the first one is going to activate the muscles and fascia that pull the bottom part of your jaw downward. You're going to be opening your mouth just like the person that's actually doing this exercise right now. So go ahead and follow along as you do this 10 times. So you're basically going to drop the lower jaw and open your mouth as much as possible. This is creating tension and tone underneath your chin. Again, it's probably been years since you activated this muscle, and it's a very neglected area of the body. What's going to happen over time as you do these exercises, it's going to start to tighten, the loose skin's going to go away, and you're going to have a nice firmness underneath your chin. Okay, so now let's go to the second exercise. With this exercise, you probably don't want to do it in public. You're going to be basically taking the outer part of your mouth, okay, the corners of your mouth, and bringing it outward and downward, okay? And so this facial expression, this frown, is going to activate slightly different muscles underneath your chin. This is going to activate more of the superficial fascia just underneath the skin. And it's going to focus more on the fascia right here versus lower in your neck. Okay, let's go to the third exercise. Okay, for this one, you're going to tilt your head all the way back, okay? And then you're going to jut your jaw forward or upward as much as you can, okay? And you're going to do that back and forth. Follow along as this is demonstrated in the video. So we're completely extending the neck. Okay, we're stretching all the fascia out. We're also elongating the muscles. Then we're going to take it one step further and activate that last maneuver where we're pushing our jaw forward and getting that last very important stretch. You have to realize that all this fascia is attached not just to your chin, but it wraps over underneath the bottom part of your lip into your face. So that's something very interesting about fascia. It covers a broad base area. And this is why we have to take all the slack out and then create as much motion as we can to create this elongation. Okay, so we're at the last one now. You're going to be lying on your bed with your head extended over the bed. Now, what this is going to do, it's going to activate the flexion or the deeper muscles of the neck. But actually, we're trying to activate the deeper fascia right superficially on top of those muscles. To do that, we have to create a flexion. So we've already done the extension with the head back. Now we're going to activate the muscles going forward. So this is going to work this tissue and really put more blood supply into it and create more contraction and toning of the deeper fascia. So go ahead and follow along as we do this exercise. Now, some people will be very surprised when they do this, how weak their neck is. You just don't work this area of the body very often. So of course, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So all we're doing is we're putting attention on this missing piece of the puzzle, which is the stretching and the strengthening and the tightening of this fascia. And after you do this for a period of time, please comment down below and share with us the success that you had. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.